Okay, what was I saying then? I'll just recap. So what I did was, right here, along this line, the shadow from the building is obviously casting on the wall, so on this convenient brick line here, I just changed the fill color for that to the shaded color, and then continued on as normal, so it looks like it's shaded from the building now. Just a little bit of depth realism. But I realized that there's a palette entry that doesn't need to be here. This should be just cyan. Doubling up on colors, and if I ever need to use cyan for whatever reason, it'll be there. Okay. I was gonna test if I wanted to color here, so let's try the front shade. Doesn't really look shaded now, I don't like it. Alright, so I'm gonna fill in this foreground here, which will just be priority also should be 1. So where, I gotta go to where that was first drawn. Priority to 1. Now anything behind white will be drawn, anything on top of the white color will be drawn behind whatever's white. So if I get ego here, doesn't matter where on the screen it'll be, doesn't matter what priority color he is, he's drawn behind that foreground object. Don't need to do it there anymore. Okay, background. Let's do the background here. Which is just kind of a blend of 3 different blues. Light blue and blue, blue, and then blue and black, dithered colors. Further up the screen here, of this room. If I go to the room scripts, it'll tell me 47, room 47. Actually, I can just click here and click here. So it's a screen I haven't finished yet. There's probably going to be a few trees here. Maybe I'll draw one of them. Just an outline right here. They're just drawn blue and black, it looks like here. Horizon there. Not too bad. One thing I'd like to do on this horizon, instead of just changing the screen as soon as I hit the top of this line where he'd walk, I'd like to copy King's Quest 1 a bit and have him walk up and then down on the other side of that. Technically, it should be a little lower than that, the horizon line. Get rid of that line. Line. That seems a bit too shaded. Need some light grass there. That. There. Let's get a bit more depth to it. It's a bit more visually interesting anyway, to me. So I'll make that part. It walks over that and then down the hill to the next screen. So you can see an example of that in +1 here. Certain screens, like, let's try this one. Yeah, see this brown color here? That means when Graham walks over that color, the game will register that he's walked over the brown color, and then when he hits the yellow, it changes his movement to move downward again. And then when he hits the bottom of the brown, that's when he changes screens. So it looks like he walks up over the hill. Do some script trickery to copy that, but I'm definitely going to do it. So now we've got foreground. I like to. The only thing is, I'd like to copy that tree, at least the branches coming out there, to sync up. So the branch here starts at say 75. Brown color, so try to continue this branch, and then I'll move it, the draw commands earlier in the picture so that it looks okay. I should zoom in. I'm just kind of, in fact, that looks too thick. That. Where's the top edge meet up actually? 71. Correctly? No, I did not. 71. A little thinner than I was making it out to be here. Let's take all of this, cut it out. We have to draw this in front of the monastery, so we'll do it right about. That's good. Tile lines here. Good. I don't think it goes in front of anything else. Anything else is drawn in front of it. I have to fix the fills here. is the underside. Let's change it to that. Right there, we'll change it back to brown. Right there, we'll go brown and gray. And then back to brown. It should be brown from there on. Matches up. I should put some leaves on. Okay, let's do some leaves. Let's see if I can pull that off. Okay, so we'll do black. Copy the style here. Too jagged, I don't like that. Foreground, so it should be mostly hidden. Let's just fill this in and see what it looks like. Need a bit more of that. See, there's nothing excuse me, on this side, so maybe just not so much. Yeah, maybe not so much. That. Yeah, that works. That's okay. Good enough, anyway. Okay, so I just gotta delete. So all this I'll do after the leaves. Stop drawing at a certain point. Go. Alright, and then I just gotta fix this here. Maybe I'll put some more detail in those branches, but... bell tower here. Less draw commands to draw a line than to do 3 fills in each of those pixels, which makes the file size smaller. Sure. Alright. Yeah, it's a little flat. So I'll do some jagged lines like this. lines or black lines? It's black with green lines. Okay. That's what I should be doing. Green lines. Green. Is it? No, it's not green. It's green and black. Oh. Oh yeah, I like it. And it's a foreground object. I'm not sure if eagle or anything. Well, there could be birds flying through the air, so we gotta have birds drawn behind it. So we'll set the priority right to white. And turn off the priority there, and there we go. Run. There will be behind leaves. Excellent. Like it. Save and rebuild. Resources. So. Well, there's a bit of a path here. Should I? Well, the path isn't continued over here. Maybe it's just. The only thing left of this path is right here. So we don't need to continue the path. Oh, I wonder though, if people come across this screen first, and they'll notice a path here, it'll kind of make them want to walk it, right? Maybe I should continue the path there. I think that's what I'm going to do. So it's brown and gray. So again, I got to back up. Very early on, just before we fill in the grass anyway. I'll leave that there for now just to gauge the positions, but very good. How did I draw it initially? Bar, and then drew some back. Put some rocks and pebbles in there. Grass, and then some light cut. I don't think it should be white and yellow though. That's what it should be. Brown and light gray. Maybe I should add it. Where should I add it? Right here. Let's do that one. Oh yeah, that's it. Combination of brown and gray. It needs to be gray and brown. So this should be A, that should be B. And then it will match up easier with the other dithered patterns. Good. Good, good. I like it. Now that I get rid of the old save and rebuild. So the dirt path, that's what we were doing. Over here. Alright, yeah, before I draw in that shadow, let's go with this. Where would it meet up? Let's say... cut it off right there. Change it back to the perfect spot. Oops, don't delete that. Oh no, yeah, delete that. Actually, what I could have done right there. Change the color. To the color of the path, right? Change it back. Hey, Feral the Feral. Nice to see ya. We're doing some art. How's it going? Going well, thanks. Good to hear. I'm trying to do the left side of this monastery here, trying to match up with the details. So I drew the other side of this branch. So in theory, this screen could actually scroll, and I might get it to do that in the game. Tree is on this side, so can't do anything more. There is some branch detail up in the corner here I should probably replicate up here, just to keep continuing that tree, and to have more evidence that this is part of a big tree here. Oh, thank you. Alright, going back here, I'm doing this dirt path right now, so it looks like a weird little round thing, but it'll look correct, trust me. Okay, right there, it's got to change to our light gray color, which I don't have here. I have to make it here. URAB. There you will change color. Fill there. There. Now it makes a little bit more sense. Although there's this. I think I'm gonna fix that. Quick little pixel edit, and all is right with the world. Oh, you know what? Those dithered colors are kind of clashing there. I wonder if I should change the dither style this way on the grass. No, because then it doesn't match up with the shaded. Okay, so now the dithered patterns are working a little nicer together. I just have to change them. Meticulous work, dithering. Alright, and now they match up. Although the grass is clashing. Maybe I was wrong before. Yeah, let's fix the green. Better that way, actually. That's interesting. The green doesn't go well with its own green or the gray. You can see it kind of looks like it's doubling here. It's kind of garish and ugly. But this is less offensive, so I'm going to keep it that way. Alright, then let's reverse these. Well, something's going to be ugly. Let's just keep that. That's the least offensive, having the least offensive choice there, having the browns kind of jagged there. That's fine. Okay, I'll get this little branch up here later, but I gotta smooth out this pathway. Which I've done over here, like so. So after I drew the path, worn and dirty rocks in there. Grass color. Oh, that's too much. Just little bits. Brick color. It's a little bit. That one line sticking up there is kind of stupid. Get rid of that one. Okay. I'm happy with that. And then we'll breaks in the leaves here. Some light peeking through. Looks like black and gray, so. Oh, but not dithered. Not dithered. Let's just do black. Straight up gray rocks out here in the sun, because it wouldn't be as dark as in the shade. Okay. What else? Gray just in the shade too, in the shadows. Smaller size. That. And maybe for this side. I don't like that. Okay. And some grass. Now, a couple weeks ago, we ran into an issue where my screen got corrupted. I did fix that issue, and I'll show you. It was a bug in SCI Companion, which Phil fixed for me. And Kawa built a new version for me. Well, for everybody, but... right here. So, back when I did this screen a few weeks ago, I finished it up, I drew these just solid green pixels in here, random pixels, with a random brush, and it corrupted because it was, when you draw with a random brush, see it puts these values in brackets, and those are random every time you draw, and it determines the random pattern. So what was happening was SCI Companion was drawing it with a value too high. So it didn't matter that it was patched, the draw commands were still wrong. It won't make those draw commands again, but I had to redraw them, and I had to redraw them in place exactly where they were. So it looks a little different because of the nature of a random brush, but now it no longer corrupts the picture when I try to open it again. So I preserved the grass. Now I can safely use the random brush again. Solid green. This one right here. And I believe it's... a lot of grass grown right up against the wall. That, maybe some patches here. Maybe not there, but a little too scattered, so I gotta do a little closer together. Quite a bit over here, so I'll match up. Kind of old, so overgrown. Maybe not so many people go here anymore. Maybe I shouldn't do it up in this area. Something to be said for the clean look as well. Okay, we'll keep some there. I'll keep that clean. Sometimes I can do too much. Alright, now, there are details on the, like little marks on the actual building that we can put in. Morning Object Zero, good to see Sir Graham again today. Yes, thanks for joining. Here he is right here. Graham. walk behinds for this area. I gotta do that. Okay. Oh, and the wall, actually. See right here already, because this wall is slanted, I either can't have him walk past a certain point, or I can't have him walk down past this. And I can't have him walk up past this line, or else he'll be drawn behind the wall, and here he'll be drawn in front of the wall. It would have been a lot nicer if this was a straight line, but to make it more visually interesting, it's a slanted line, slanted wall, because the perspective is off a bit. So I'm just not gonna have to be able to let him walk very far there. Okay. So we got a path, we got some grass, we got the shading, we got the shadows. Want some of these details on the map. So it's gray and light gray. Yeah, I should do it at the same time as the details of everything else. Oh, and down here it's solid gray on the red part here. We'll go back up. Fill in. And start. Up. Window. Those windows. We'll have that, eh? Solid black doesn't really. See if I. Bell's gonna go right there. That'll be a sprite though. I don't like outlining everything with black because it makes it look a little too cartoony. Line can be black and dark gray. That. black here. Bottom one can be black. Pretty good. And do the same thing on the outline of the window there. Oh, I did do the same. But maybe... So. That can go back to black. That. Alright, it's a little softer now. Alright, back to gray and light gray. We'll start putting some notches in the building. Type of thing. Not too much. Just enough. Zoom in. Can't get the exact pixels. That's all right. Bit of a sill effect going on here that I did on that part of those windows, so I should do the same here. I get a bunch of CR music playing in the background. I actually don't know what this is. Mixed Up Mother Goose Deluxe karaoke introduction. Never actually played it. I just have a bunch of soundtracks. Fill effect, right. That's what I was doing. I'll do it here first. 3D effect. All contained together. Right there. Bottom, so it doesn't look like I'm avoiding the bottom. Never played the voice Mother Goose game. And good morning. Good morning! Yeah, there's been like, what, 5, 6, maybe 7 versions of Mixed Up Mother Goose? There's AGI, SCI EGA. What the heck's going on? I'm losing I think my headphones are getting old. I'm losing sound in my other ear. That's not good. Headphones now. Absolutely fine until this moment. So there's AGI, SCI EGA, SCI VGA, and then there's a CD version of SCI VGA, and then SCI Super VGA. And I think that's it. The remake is a cool idea, but have you ever had interest in making your own game like this? Well, interest, yes. Experience, absolutely none. Which is kind of the reason I'm doing this, is to get, these headphones are now just shot instantly. Oh, I have one speaker now. That's part of the reason I'm doing this. I don't have experience writing for sure. I don't. So I'd like to get at least the programming, art, and music and sound effects stuff out of the way. I have some experience with it, but I want to do a full game, but I don't know how to write yet properly, and I don't have any good ideas. So I'm going to do this. It's already got a written story, already got a planned series of puzzles, and a game design document, basically, that I can flesh out, and the fleshing out will give me some more experience, too, where I'm adding stuff to the game. Not much, just in the same manner that King's Quest I SCI did, the Sierra's remake. And then, potentially, maybe I might think about doing my own if I like the process. But I had a bunch of ideas, not for my own story, but like I had an idea for a adventure game based on the Dead Zone TV show, and another one based on Heroes, where you switch between the different heroes, like the show Heroes. But talk is cheap and ideas are cheap, and you gotta do something, so I'm starting with this. Dead Zone was such a great show. Such a great show, Pharaoh. Such a great show. I have seasons 1, 2, 5, and 6 on DVD. I can't find 3 and 4 anywhere. And it's supposed to have a 7th season, and it got canceled before it got it, and I'm so mad about that. But man, what a good show, especially around season 2. That was when it just hit its stride. What a fantastic show. Same, what was it? Michael Piller worked on it, the same guy who joined Star Trek around the middle of Next Generation and went on to about DS9.
and that's why those shows are all so good. Never hear anyone talk about that one. Really sad it ended. Oh, absolutely. When I discovered it, when it was still on the air, I just loved it. I was all over it. Still not sure if Mixed Up Fairy Tales is different from Mixed Up Mother Goose. It is different, very different. It's the same idea, but it's not the same game at all. It's a great way to learn. By the time you finish, you'll know how to add a secret room not in the original extended edition. Yeah, well, I could do that now, but I have to have a purpose for that room. These headphones are really bugging me now. Man, they were so good. I think fiddling with it, I just made it way worse and it bit the bullet. Don't do what I'm doing. Now I'm losing the left speaker too. Oh, good. Oh well. I have to use my other headphones next time. They're not as good, but what are you gonna do? I hate the single wire headphones. When you have two, at least you can diagnose the problem, but when it's one, it's all funneled into one wire and it's just toast. One goes, they all go. Yes, the Graham fiddle. I gotta get another emote. But I really like that one. Okay, so I got details on the siding. Is there anything else that I'm wanted to do here? Just the bit of branches up in the top corner. Okay, and then that should be done. And I'll test. Oh, I need to do priorities too and walk behinds. I can do that. This. Okay, let me look at this corner for a second. It's not very much. It's right at 5. So we'll start on 4. Also straight up black too. It's not brown and gray. In fact, one black line is probably fine. And then we'll start doing branches. Way too long. Doesn't need me much. I'll just put that. Space Quest 5 track still scares me. It's pretty creepy, isn't it? For some reason, I can't think of any song in Star Trek Original Series that sounds like it, but for some reason it really reminds me of Star Trek Original Series. Like, they really nailed the... Instead of outright, you know, parodying tracks that... and making tracks that sound like those tracks, they got the style down so it feels like it's from the same show. But there's no track like it in the show at all. A bit of green and black. Like that. Just a little bit of detail. But when it's drawn, it should already be white. Yes, it is. Okay. Just gotta fix this. These lines. That's good. Oh, these headphones. I can't believe they just died that quick. I got a headset. It's gonna look ugly, but I'm gonna have to use it now. And they're very big. Partly why I don't wear them. My head's pretty small. Alright. Also sound leaks through them easier. I stopped using these because the mic on it is just not very good at all. It's a waste of money. Whoa, why is it drawing in green there? I'll have to fix that. I drew this. I just didn't set the line, probably. Go back to black right there. Alright. And it's not very obvious, but that's okay. Alright, walk behinds. Let's do that real quick. So this tree is along the teal color. So when I draw that tree, it's got to be teal. As well as this whole building, really. But the building can be blue. Or, no, let's go with brown. That was happening. Right. Because I didn't take into account, I took into account the branch, but I forgot to take into account the leaves. Okay. Well, that's fixed. after this. Just details. Do the wall later. Okay, there's the tree. Which is gonna be teal, we said, right? Details. But I do want the flood fills. Turbo. Good. And then we just need boundaries on like everything else. So right on the end, because I like to do that. Copied on the end at all. Where is it? It's gone. Okay, there we go. Using regular rectangles. I don't like using shapes because that, get rid of all these and the fill, and that's good enough. I'm gonna make this and ditto say that. Oops. Fill it in, and that should be the walk behind. Graham in here. You see he's drawn behind everything. Control lines. Okay. All yet. Everything's pretty good. Oh, no. The tree is not right. So the tree line should actually be red, not teal. Okay. Red, not teal. There we go. Graham is the same color, priority color, as the thing I'm trying to walk behind. He'll be drawn on top of it, and I don't want that. Okay, and then the last walk behind before we test will be the wall here. The wall is going to have a walk behind color of cyan. I forgot that had a song. The Cocktail Visions game. Sierra bought Cocktail Vision at some point for their lip syncing technology, which they used in all their adventure games after that, like right up past the Super VGA era, I think, right into Mask of Eternity. I think they still used it. Wonderfully early 90s. I wonder if I'll get copyright flagged for this. Alright, I think it's time for a test. Well, let's just... Okay, so he can't walk up. He's fine. Leave he's up here. Good. Now I'm gonna have to program in this room when he walks through from a certain side, he can only appear at certain spots. But I think it's good enough now that we can test. Okay, the church is straight over. Past Grandma's house. Yeah, I should set it so that when he walks past a certain point, he automatically... Oh, and I don't have a horizon yet either. Well, I can do that later. So I'm not drawn on top of the tree, that's good. Good. Kind of worried about being drawn behind it there, but that's okay. Uh-oh, there's a problem right there. So I need to make that control line 1 pixel higher. But I can walk back here. Alright, 1 pixel higher. Instead of that line, we gotta do it. Save, rebuild, play. Really like that dirt path. I need to continue it here. I wasn't going to, but I decided it would be more interesting if it were on the screen. It would make people want to walk over here, so. There we go. One difference 1 pixel makes. Walk all the way over there. That's okay. There's not going to be a point to being here. It's just if you'd like to, you can. Maybe I'll have look through window. There's no response. Oh, did it crash? Why did it do that? That's interesting. I don't know why I did that. I can't do anything. I think I did. I didn't do any said statements here. Oh yeah, look. Look window. Print 5.2. Oh, it's looking for a text resource that doesn't exist. Or does it exist? I do have one. This is an old monastery. That should have worked. Oh, that's not working for some reason. I'll have to figure out what's wrong with that. Anyway, I think that's good for today. Finished the screen. I'm happy with it. Pairs up nicely. Let's just as a neat exercise, let's see how well it pairs up. I'm just going to open Paint Shop. The size 640 by 190. That's not bad. Oh, the roof totally doesn't line up. So it's not bad. But still, it's pretty neat. If you were scrolling, you wouldn't notice that. I like that the branch continues on it. It actually looks pretty good. Nice. And don't know you're a streamer as well. I do stream, yes. Thanks for coming, Sanic. Sanic the Great. I did some music for some indie games he wrote. Namely Silver Balls, which the soundtrack is on my Bandcamp store. He made the game for that, which is really cool. And a bunch of other ones. What's the new one you got out right now, man? Thanks for following. It's 4 Blocks, right? Which is coming out soon. That also features some of my music, so if you like my music, check it out. Sorry, I'm totally blanking on the Manicware, right? That's the name. 4 Blocks remake coming soon, May 20th. Can you make a screen like this smooth scrolling in SCI? With SCI 0.1 you can. SCI 0 doesn't do it, but King's Quest 1 remake is SCI 01 and it does scroll. And very nicely. Depending on the speed of your systems, it'll just zip right by or not, but you can slow down DOSBox and it'll scroll slower, but I'm toying with the idea. Right now it's in SCI 0. It's my King's Quest 2 remake. But I'm toying with the idea of putting it in SCI 01 so I can have things like scrolling backgrounds and maybe a couple other enhancements that SCI 01 has, which I can't think of right off the bat. I think it's mainly the scrolling backgrounds. Yeah, check out 4 Blocks, guys. It's got some great music, but it's like a Tetris, an interesting take on Tetris. And sort of mixed with columns, I suppose. Tetris and columns mixed together, it's pretty neat. You can get the original version free, right? On itch.io. Check your inbox, I send you a copy, by the way. Oh, nice. I will. I'm gonna try that out. Parallax? No. No. I don't even think SCI 1 supports parallax. Because backgrounds don't really scroll. They just scroll from screen to screen. So there's no way to control something that scrolls and something that doesn't. But I mean, the parallax effect you can do on one screen by moving objects across the screen at different speeds. I could do that, which actually Space Quest 2 does that in the AGI. It moves trees at different speeds when you're on the hovercraft. When you go to the Labion jungle and you're on that hovercraft and you're going overhead. So I couldn't remember if any of those games had that. Yeah, it was faked, but it's not a feature, no. And it's just done by moving sprites across the screen. So yeah, I fixed up this screen. I finished this screen. It has a nice looking. I wonder if I should see the camera moves so the perspective on the roof tiles change, right? The camera slides to the right, and the perspective of these tiles got to change too. So it wouldn't be perfect unless I drew it from scratch to be connected like this. But I didn't do that. I did this screen first, and then I did this one, which I had to resize from the original sketch. Originally, this was going to be a little bit longer. There would be 3 windows on the side, on this side, and you could see the top of the bell tower, but Graham was way too big, so I had to zoom in on it so that Graham was an appropriate size. Yeah. I'm just gonna save this. Games, mine. No, adventures, mine. SCI games. K2, SCI project. Church, scrolling. Just want to save that. Alright. So, I think I'll call it here. Thanks everyone for showing up. Thanks Sanic for showing up. Good to see you. And Jay Frisbee, Critical Buzz, who's also a streamer. I recommend everyone check him out. Feral the Feral, also awesome game streamer and really fun, hilarious community. Mr. Dave, who's all shown up. Adrillian, my sister. And Lord Alkenfell. Thank you everyone for coming out. And all the lurkers who didn't announce their presence. Thank you so much for watching, and everyone in YouTube land. I will see you all next week. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for the oh, my pleasure. Fun to watch. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What? Can we maybe we should try a raid for the first time. I haven't raided before. Who's streaming that? I don't know. If someone I know is streaming, I'll raid them. I know that nobody. Someone was streaming earlier, what's his name again? I can't remember people's names for the life of me. Come on. I can't find it. Oh, Decaf Jedi. He was streaming Breath of the Wild earlier. I would have rated him, but looks like he's off now. Check out Decaf Jedi too. Free publicity. Alright. Alright, thanks everybody. This will be on YouTube tomorrow, or the VOD is on Twitch. If you missed some of it and you want to go back, you can watch it right now, actually. Right from the beginning. And I'll see you on Thursday morning for another art piece. I'm not sure what I'll do. But I'll figure it out then. Alright? Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.